Okay, welcome on in to some more Genshin recording. So we are picking up where we left off, which is go to Sumeru City. Sumeru City. You and Paimon finally arrive at Sumeru City. Well, will you be able to get an audience with the Dendro Archon? Don't know. Let's find out. Let's actually take the trail in a bit. Never was even raining over here. It just was raining where I teleported away from. Ooh, I like it. It's built into the trees. Like all my best MMO cities. Kelethin. Ooh, now I can't remember the name of the Tauren place. It was on Clifftops, though. It was funny. I played EverQuest and I played WoW. And in both games, my starting city was one that you could fall off of. Oh, the volume is way low. Sorry about that.
No time to lose.
You mostly just look like people I've met before, but with different costumes. To be honest. Children!
Sumeru City! We finally made it!
Finally made it.
Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
What? I
One
didn't see
moment,
that.
please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Mahatma.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device.
What kind of a device?
Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge.
I have heard of it. Oh, he's got like a...
After centuries of tireless research on the
earpiece.
Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need.
Well, that's fancy.
I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival.
Perfect.
Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
Thanks.
It kind of looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Let's give it a try.
Sure. This guy's like, you want to meet who now?
May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom. Zoom. Ooh.
Whoa. Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
This seems, very privacy invasive.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Thanks. Why was that other guy with you if he literally didn't say
Now that
anything?
we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lord Kusanali. Let Paimon try.
Okay.
500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar to what Kali was telling us. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Huh? Paimon doesn't sense anything. The Akasha didn't respond to Paimon's question.
Same thing happened to me.
Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Ugh. Paimon's brain is exhausted.
I'll try asking something else.
Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it?
Think Lesser Lord Kusanali. So the knowledge began to trickle into my mind for a moment, but there wasn't really anything I didn't already know.
You too? Well, glad it's not just Paimon.
Think Greater Lord Rukadevata. Many bright dots of light appeared in my mind. I probably need to calm my mind and focus more to understand what they mean. Feelings of affection, intimacy, nostalgia, sadness, and anxiety also come to my mind. These seem to be what the people of Sumeru feel about their departed Archon.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really miss their Archon.
Well, they have a new Archon. What's wrong with her? Why doesn't it answer my question? A vague thought suddenly comes to mind. The Akasha doesn't unconditionally respond to every query. Also, even if the same query is requested by multiple people, the Akasha still imparts knowledge based on each person's identity, age, experiences, and other demographics.
Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something.
Maybe not.
Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari recommended. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Akasha.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
Hossein. It takes courage to maintain a peaceful life, too. Did you run into some trouble? No, it was just a thought. I used to be a sailor. I've seen every kind of storm you could imagine, and not even a shipwreck could get the better of me. The way I see it, gales and tidal waves are nothing compared to always trying to keep steady in life. I guess what I'm trying to say is, planting a seed is easy, but raising that little sapling into a mighty tree is where the real work lies. But don't let my brother Hassan hear that, or he'll start lecturing me again for being ungrateful. It does sound a little. Really? You wouldn't think so if a Mahatma kept asking you to move the stall here and there until you found a place that doesn't affect the image of the city. In that case, even the experience of surviving Tim's shipwrecks wouldn't help so much. Tanamart, hi. Oh, you're a housewife? You're looking for a house husband? How can I save enough money to buy a custom-made axe with floral carvings from the blacksmith shop? What do you need that for? To use as a weapon, of course. I might just be a homemaker right now, but I used to be a mercenary with the Eremites, so I always feel uneasy without a weapon at home. Peace is precious, but you must always be prepared for the worst. I can relate to that. If only my useless husband could think like you. The more money he makes, the more bows and arrows I can buy to keep my house safe. After all, the storage and maintenance of weapons are very important. Got some more? Hello, how can I help you? And you are? I'm Mr. Nizam's secretary. I'm responsible for taking minutes for him. If you see Mr. Nizam scowling or sighing in frustration, please don't take it personally. That's just how he is. Just make your request in advance and he'll make sure he gets taken care of. Okay.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Yes?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
We're not here to discuss academics.
This is a letter from Tainari.
Academics.
Oh, let me see. Ah! Ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So, you two just have some questions for me?
Yeah.
Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
Same, bro.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
We look sorely unimpressed with this guy.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
Yeah?
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Yeah.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing.
How?
In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom.
Fuck that. I got a quest to do,
Take me,
bud.
for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me.
So by area of expertise, you meant this kind of stuff?
Hey, come on. This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low, it's like digging holes in the dirt.
Yeah, you have been very unimpressive, my
So
dude.
what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here.
Nope, there's still one other person we know.
Huh? Like who?
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Yeah. Ad Astra Applesauce.
And did all the cumbersome tests again.
Whoa. Teleport point.
I should
Merchant?
get used to this.
Not a merchant active. Whoa. Rima? Hello? You have eyes as sharp as a hawk's. You must be a predator like a hawk too. Yeah. No need to explain. I'm never wrong about these things. Okay, bye, I guess. Tavern host. Cook. You look like Smiley Ying Chow. You don't talk to me? Come on. Urfen? Makes me laugh every time. Is there anything fun about this place? Of course, there's lots of fun stuff. This is a tavern after all. The last thing we lack is funny drunkards. Like last time, a student who had just come of age drank too much at his birthday party and, as a result, tried to have a duel with a chair. Well, the chair definitely turned out to be the stronger duelist. A Liyue student who came with him captured the hilarious moment and sent the pictures to the Steam Bird overnight. Guess what? One of the pictures earned the second prize for journalistic photography. I heard it was only second to the work of the Steam Bird's top reporter. If I were the drunken student, I'd blackmail, send a letter to ask for royalties. Okay. Today's specialty, lambad fish roll. A wonderful day starts with a drink. Fresh roll? Fish roll. Kamal, brand smasher. Hello. Hope the academia will not interfere with adventurers' activity too much. Hello. Hi, I'm Kamal, the branch master of the Adventurers Guild. I'm a former mariner. I can give you some practical tips if you want to set sail on an adventure. If you want to go somewhere else in Sumeru, I can show you the way as well. Much obliged. Sumeru City was built on the Divine Tree, with the upper level for the academia and the lower level for the common folks. Move up if you seek further education or get a promotion. For a steady life pace, Grand Bazaar is your choice. Researchers led by Greater Lord Rukadevata cultivated a large rainforest right next to Sumeru City, which helped Sumeru survive the difficult times in the past. But it's not a good idea to delve too deep into the rainforests. Beasts and the withering can be deadly. Be sure to call a forest ranger for help in case of danger. There are plenty of places to stay near the rainforest. The Gandharvaville, where forest rangers in Vanara gather, and the tranquil Vimara village. You name it. Further south is Port Ormos, the largest import and export port in Sumeru. Most people who travel to Sumeru by water would enter through the port. Beyond the rainforest, going west across the Caravan Ribault, you will reach the desert. Somewhere in the desert lies the Scarlet King, a spot many adventurers often beat a path to. But the environment is treacherous, and a small sandstorm alone can be foul enough for a trip. If you must go, you'd better find a reliable guide at Aharu Village. Aharu Village is on the edge of the desert and is friendly to tourists and traveling scholars. There seems to be an abandoned medical facility up there, and it was sealed off by the academia. I know adventurers are mostly curious and don't really like the academia or the eremites bossing around with their plans. Still, that doesn't look like a great place for travel, so I don't advise you to be rash with your actions. Okay. Hello, Catherine.
Ad Astra Avisask. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Hello, Catherine.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
How are you?
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon.
Error.
Understood. Please wait.
Oh, please do it. Error.
I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
What the heck? Why?
Aww, another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two.
Whom?
In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence.
Okay.
An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, You can find him at the Core of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
Sure.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Rexar we go!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
I would like to claim my
Thank you
daily
for
commission
completing
reward.
today's commissions. Here is your reward.
And you'll notice I get my Primos, my Companion EXP, my Mora, my Stone. But no, that's it. Why, you ask? Why? Because I've reached Adventure Rank 60. I have as much experience as you can get. I'm all the way at the end. So, what are my rewards for reaching level 60? 150 Primo Gems, less than 1 wish, 3 blue wishes, 2 crescent moon thingies, 30 stones, of which I have like 2,000, and 21 books, of which I have maybe 1,000. So, pretty unimpressive haul for reaching the max level in the game, all things considered. Let's see here. Sword stones, I have 2,688. Character experience books, I have 951 plus 1,247 of these. So about that. Neat. There's the blacksmith. What are you hiding over here? Weapons? And ores. Hakan, the corpse. Core of 30. Corpse. General Goodshot. Hamawi. When will my second son finally get a proper job? Hello there. Sorry about that. How can I help you? What do you have? Various sentries. Feel free to look around. No. Don't care about any of this. Padisara. Farid.
For sure. No time to lose.
Alchemy table. Speaking of which, go ahead and craft one more of these. Get that out of the way.
Why isn't it working?
This place isn't nearly as treasure. Oh, Eunice, big fish. Hello, what can I do for you? And you are? I am the logistics officer for the Citadel of Rexar, responsible for the Core of 30 supplies. Except for some mandatory academia assignments, I delegate tasks to Mr. Effendi. If someone would help the Core or residents nearby, I could pay for it with that portion of the fund. Okay. Goat! Maybe too much studying makes one unable to speak plainly. Something on your mind? A little, it's not a big problem, but I'm still stressed. Like a few days ago, I heard some scholars in the tavern discussing something about a grand conservator. So I asked them how much conservation is grand conservation, and they didn't seem to understand what I was asking. I'm a trustworthy, battle-hardened veteran, yet the Park Shamdar has to bail me out every time I try to talk to a scholar. It's pretty embarrassing. Parchamdar? Parchamdar. Ruksha. Oh, more flowers.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
Hello, Asfand.
It's nice to meet you, Asfan. We'd like to ask you about something.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way.
Mm-hmm.
It's true that the Eremites network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Why not?
Seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you.
Oh.
We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living.
Good for you.
We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late Greater Lord Rugadavada.
Yeah, they need to get over it.
In
He's
their
dead.
eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy.
And I don't understand the problem with
Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rugadavada and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
Alright, well, thanks for the info, Osfond.
No problem. Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
Didn't really help that much. Questioned several people in Sumeru City after leaving the citadel.
Seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it.
Lame.
We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Who are you?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right?
Correct.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Dunyarzad.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon.
What sort of legend?
Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "O Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you. Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go."
I like that.
Yeah, thanks for the story. Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
In a way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Guess you could say that.
Yarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Okay. Why?
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened?
I think it has something to do with whoever she saw.
It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her?
It could be.
This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali! We can't let them get in the way now! Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad.
I'll press the button as soon as I get these back into their container. There we go.
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Why are you looking for her?
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Nope.
Yeah, she went that way.
Paimon, you better not be telling the truth.
Quick, after her!
You little snitch.
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
Okay, you lied. Good for you. Good on ya. That's what I like to see, Paimon. We ain't no snitches in this house. Okay, but before I go find Dunyarzad. Hello. Effendi. Greetings! Welcome to the Citadel of Regzar. Would you be interested in taking on some commissions? Tell me about yourself. I am the liaison officer sent by the Academia to the Citadel of Regzar. The Citadel of Regzar is the gathering place of the Core of 30. Many of the Eremites come and go every day, but I mainly communicate with the Parchamdar and the logistics officer. The Parchamdar used to be a researcher, and the logistics officer is friendly too. Overall, everyone is communicative, and it's made my job much easier. But the people of the Core of 30 are still too occupied with the commissions from the Academia, so I will post part of the commissions to the public. The logistics officer, Eunice, is also greatly in favor of this practice and is willing to allocate a portion of their military supplies as payment. Nice. So give me the quests, bruh. I guess I don't unlock those yet. Fine.
No time to lose.
Hello. Found
You
you.
are Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
Don't worry about it.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Yeah, we are friends, not food.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me.
Why?
Uh-oh. Looks like there's some coming this way.
You want me to beat him up?
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run.
How about we find someplace to hide?
Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
I know the place.
Let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone looking for you.
Enter the tavern. La 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 la. Just doing my thing. Don't mind me. La 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 la. Hello. Oh, nope, nope. Not interested in you. La 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 la.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
Yes. She's the one I like the best.
My lady, who are these two?
Oh man, she's so hot.
They're travelers that I met on the
She's
street
hot.
just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Yo, her eyes are fucking awesome.
Wait a sec! Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Why does she have a Millennium Puzzle?
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Yeah,
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation.
that's probably true, but that won't stop us.
Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents. And they know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. They still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to. Because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents.
Lesser Lord
This
Kusanali?
is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Also, why do they call her Lesser Lord Kusanali? That seems like rude AF.
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine. I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation.
What?
Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay.
Deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
And it's a good thing, too. Dunyarzad, are you alright?
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
Okay.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Absolutely, I don't mind.
Sure. After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Not even a little bit. Rest in the tavern for a while, okay. Lemta, Hakan. Core of 30. If it isn't Lemta, the last time I saw you in the city? Well, I believe I've never seen you in the city before. Yeah, I came this time with an adventurer who paid me to protect her. My original plan was to leave after we registered at the Adventurers Guild, but she became obsessed with shopping halfway. I spent days with her in the Grand Bazaar, and I have a feeling that this isn't going to end soon. Wow, you're not exaggerating, are you? Nope. I guess it has to do with her being a foreigner, so anything here could pique her interest easily. Every day she shops until the sun sets, and as her bodyguard, I can't leave her alone. Wow, that sounds terrible. You're never a fan of the fancy stuff at the market. I guess you must be so bored right now. Why don't you quit the job and join the Core of 30? We only work for the academia. It's a stable job with much to earn and not so much to be done. This is far better than taking gigs in small gangs. I'll pass. The fact that even you are saying there's not much to be done means only one thing. What the job involves is eating, drinking, sleeping, and nothing more. You sure know me well.
Ha! Well, if it isn't DEHYA, haven't seen you in nearly half a year.
Yeah.
Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it, huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Yes, best food. No need to break the bank. We'll eat whatever you order. Don't worry about it. We'll pay for our own food.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wanted to try something fancy, but we aren't exactly loaded.
Bullshit!
Guess Paimon will settle for something ordinary.
I have almost 6 million Mora.
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
Okay. Ooh, that looks so good. Is that the pita pocket? Is it a gyro? Is the pita pocket a gyro?
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass.
Picky Paimon? Now that's a first. But you've cooked slimes before.
Hey, come on! Paimon has personal preferences too, you know.
I know, Paimon. You are a person too. You are valid and loved. After ordering, you continue chatting with Dunyarzad about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
We asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Where? When? How?
Huh? Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days.
Dang, what do you have? What's your
Then one
disease?
I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound.
Sleep paralysis.
At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dinyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
That's the Dendro Archon's voice.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
How do
I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you.
Really?
Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt.
That's cute.
Wow, you really do know everything.
Dinyarzad, is there anything you want?
What? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything.
Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen.
But can you make my illness go away?
Oh. I'm sorry. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now.
Then can you be my friend?
That's so cute.
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Teyvat. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming.
Yeah, maybe, but
But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination.
could have been
Before
an
that, I had never heard of Teyvat.
Inception-style dream. Do you believe the voice you heard was Letter Lord Lesor Kusanali?
Yes, for sure.
For sure.
If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world. Nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zero's festival for her.
What's that?
What's the Sub-Zero's festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages.
No.
It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. In those days, the festival was a huge deal.
But now they don't care. Why?
But because of the academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival.
Those damn nerds.
The academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zero's festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aww,
That makes sense, I guess.
awful.
Yeah, that's also true.
It is. It's absolutely terrible.
It's rude is what it is.
Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
500 years, they said.
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day, but I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Sounds like a scam.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilou, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
Scam.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared, so I had Nilou sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilou to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much. Even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
Can we come along too?
But of course. Nilou will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yeah, Nilou's a scam artist. Go to the Grand Bazaar. Okay, I'm gonna go. But there you are. Hello, Lambad. Hello, friend. What will you be having today? If you can't decide, just order the Lambad fish roll. The tableware in the tavern has just been replaced too. They're all brand new. This will be sure to cheer you up. Can I see the menu? Sure, here you go. It's all delicious, so have whatever you'd like. I want the recipes. The minty bean soup. The shawarma wrap. Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. That's what I saw, shawarma wrap. The lambad, a grilled fish dish with a faint floral scent. The rolling golden fish meat and fragrant rose petals remind you of the billowing waves on the sea surface, colored crimson by the setting sun. You see why the dish is also called the Romance of Sailors. Wait just a minute. Does this mean that Lambad's adventure stories are not exaggerated after all? A wrap filled with roasted meat. Meat shaved off the vertical skewers, wrapped in a flatbread, together with vegetables and sauces, plated up in a simple yet delicious Sumeru street food is ready. Oh, that sounds good. Glabrous beans. Well, I'm gonna need those, I'm sure. Star shroom. Spice. More, I can make spices, right? Sell them to me anyway. Jafar. What say you, Jafar? Even researchers should have a life that's their own. Are you a researcher? I am, unfortunately. What is fortunate, however, is that I understand one thing better than the rest of my colleagues. Research isn't the end-all and be-all of life. If you slog away at work all day, well, that's a big spit there, you'll get left behind in life, no matter how brilliant your research is. So you've got to engage more with the people around you. Some drinking and chatting is the way to keep well, physically and mentally. Even if the price you pay is doing twice the work in the evenings. But you see, students are always coming to the office during the day to ask this and that, so I might as well do my research at night to get some peace and quiet. Take care of yourself. I know, but I just can't see myself spending my whole life on research. It's fine. I'll try to drink more milk and sleep better. The same goes for you. Thank you for the glabrous beans? Question mark? No, the milk. Thanks for the milk. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's go to the bazaar and see what's going on over there.
No time to lose.
Oh, it's down here? Interesting. That's a playable character.
Sorry I'm late, Nilou.
Nilou, are you the scam artist?
Dunyarzad, it was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end.
Okay, maybe she's not a scam artist. She also has Edelgard's headset.
Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
Eh.
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh. And who are these two?
Scam artist detectors.
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yep, that's
So
us.
You're followers from another land?
Truthfully, no.
Oh, really? Well, that's okay. You're still invited to the Sabzerus festival. By the way, Dunyarzad, We've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
Okay. Not a scam artist, maybe, yet.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Okay. So this guy's fruits and veggies. Hello, Afshin. I've got some fine goods and intriguing stories for my guests if you're interested. Let's see it. It's hard to tell the true value of goods by just looking at them. So, this is all I can show you. Lame.
What's so great about Snezhnayan toys anyway?
I don't know. If I could break into the Liyue market. What are you planning? It's about the toy trade. I hear that toys from Snezhnaya sell very well in Liyue, and now I'm feeling some regret. If I could have seized the opportunity to bring my handmade toys to Liyue, they'd definitely be more popular now than anything from Snezhnaya. What could a frigid place like that know about a child's heart? Wow. Aggressive. Spice merchant? Hello, looking to buy some spices? Yes. No problem. Just let me know when you've made your decision. Tachin? Biryani? Spice? Powerfood? Padishara? More wine and meat, free you from worries. Of course you can't drink too much or you'll make a fool of yourself. Make a fool of myself? That's right. Now don't tell anyone, but this happened a few days ago. 2 groups of researchers were drinking in the tavern and they ended up fighting. You know, those researchers are usually so reserved and polite, even eating roast meat with small bites. But they can also really go at it, huh? I think it was a fight over who is the best candidate for the Grand Conservator position. They started arguing, then fists flew. Soon the Matra came and took them all away. Looks like no matter how well read you are, you still succumb to a few glasses of alcohol, eh? True enough. I don't. Because I don't like it and I don't see the purpose of it. But that's a me thing. I know some people like their alcohol. Ooh. Farad. Baba. Rich businessman. Mercenary, core 30. Pot seller. Yusuf. Blanket shop owner. Hello? Are you a child? There's nothing wrong with loving money as long as you don't hurt anyone in the process of acquiring it. This much I understand. So, my customers don't need to worry about a thing when shopping here. And you are? I'm not just one of the best woolly blanket sellers, I'm the best blanket seller. Heh, not only blankets, I will be the top sales, be it toys, jewelry, or kitchenwares. Oh, but perhaps not books. This is Sumeru after all. Not books? Yep, no books. I'm a law-abiding citizen, so even if smuggling knowledge could make me rich, I still wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. After all, you can't keep making money when you're pushing up daisies. Besides, making money is easy. Even with half my talent, you should still be able to make as much as the Homayanis. Heh, if the academia could have made an argument to get me to enroll that was half as convincing as my own sales pitch, I wouldn't have turned them down on the spot back then. Okay. Self-made millionaire? Get after it, little child. More? Or is that just another entrance into this place? Show me the meaning.
Wow, this
Show me
place
the-
is
Ooh.
amazing.
It's very nice.
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Why didn't anyone come to handle
Oh,
it?
probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely.
I'm starting to think that academia sucks. You have a vision? Excuse me? Hydro lady?
We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sub-Zero's festival anymore.
Which is bullshit.
Thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover.
Very nice.
The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
I too am
And
excited
I can't
then.
wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us. Nilou, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros, the most important performance at the Sub-Zeros festival.
I'm excited to see the dance.
Have you told him the origin of this holiday?
Yes, it looks like you have some severe underboob there, chickadee.
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be. According to legend, the Sub-Zeros festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance.
Oh?
As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful Padisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers
That makes
became
sense.
her
She's the goddess of
dazzling
flowers.
stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment."
And did it? Sounds like they had a great time.
Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Archon War. But Sumeru's gods also had happy times. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked.
Oh, okay. Well, I like it.
Though we're just tiny people compared to the Divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilou, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered Padisaras around the stage.
Mm-hmm. As you do.
They
Only makes
symbolize
sense,
the
right?
Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Oh. So what are these?
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
New Padisaras.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just 2 real Padisaras on the stage. So, Traveler and Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sub-Zeros festival? Will you two be coming?
Absolutely.
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea!
You sure it's not just because you want to watch Nilou dance? Because that's what I want. Let's be real.
Paimon wants to watch. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Nice, Paimon.
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zeros festival together?
Sounds good.
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler and Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sub-Zeros festival. In that case, we'll take a look around.
Walk around the Grand Bazaar. Hello.
dancing at the Sub-Zero's festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger.
Were you good at
As
it?
a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord.
And she said?
My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusanali is too. If the goddess of flowers ever knew Lesser Lord Kusanali, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and hold celebrations for her too.
Nice.
The Sub-Zero's festival has been losing its appeal over the years. That is, until a wealthy benefactor stepped in this year and brought the festival back to life. I heard she forked out a lot of mora to make it all happen.
Sure seems that way. But it'll be worth it, I think. I think it will be worth it in the end. What say you, DEHYA?
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Two things that the academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and... I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Swoof! Arf! Very nice. Arf! Woof! Mari?
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Are you an Outlander?
Oh, I guess no one here does have yellow hair.
Did you know that the Sub-Zero's festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone.
Well, she's got yellow in her hair. What's your pyro, huh? Then yours odd, Nilou?
Nilou, your outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you from when we first met up.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival. See?
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too?
Ooh, I might need some props.
I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off that crown over there. Would you like to try it on?
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that. Dunyazad, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself.
No. For real though, that's like almost exactly Edelgard's headpiece, right? Right? I mean, I haven't played that game, but I've seen a bunch of pictures because I know people who are absolutely obsessed with that game.
And there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by this year and buy things during the festivities.
Okay.
Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything.
Bad.
Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
Why do they not like it, those bastards?
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine.
Are you lost? Were you allowed out from behind your phone booth? Oh, look at you go, Catherine. Living your life. I love it.
Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild.
Exactly.
This is the first time time we've ever seen her taking a break.
I didn't know she even had feet.
Hey, Catherine.
Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon. What's shaken?
What's shaking? Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Oh, break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Exactly.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day.
Fontaine. He's after Andrew Ryan.
But take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Yeah.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about his sister.
Meh, we already found her. She
Yes.
sucks.
You should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Yeah.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
Yes.
Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
Are you also a fan of the Sub-Zeru's festival?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
Sure have.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all.
True.
See you around.
Bye. Ad Astra Abyssosque. Well, that was fun.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Error.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Hey, Dia.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Oh? Your arm is too skinny.
Are you serious? We'd love that.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions.
Looks okay from this angle. What about Dunyarzad?
My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilou's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for Dia.
Okay. I saw there was another path this way.
No time to lose.
It also leads out, just a different out. Cool.
No time to
So there's two entrances or exits, so you can't get surrounded and trapped. Well, you can, but it's harder.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
Yeah, we don't allow such
You
things.
sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Ah. Yep, that's a blush if I've ever seen one.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord.
Okay. Why was the music so loud through that whole conversation? Kind of annoying, if I'm being honest. Ooh, love that. Hate this bug on my screen. Where'd you come from,
hey,
you little
Chief.
shit?
Ha, DEHYA! What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
You didn't help me.
I take it you all know each other already?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Osfon for more info.
And he was no help at all.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses. So people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell them what we know.
Yeah, tell me.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
Well, that would be perfect.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else.
How so?
Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village.
Aru.
Word got out, and the
Aru.
convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads.
What's the Matra? Is that the
All we
cops?
know so far is that whatever was stolen is
The
currently
militia?
in Port Ormos.
Ooh.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you?
Yes.
It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river.
Yes.
The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
That sounds good to me.
Apparently,
I don't like
what
the
was lost
Academia.
has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Why should we do that?
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
That sounds like horrible
Help me out.
advice.
I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family.
Oh man.
And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for the Scarlet King." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
Who is the Scarlet
You
King?
bet they are. The Scarlet King's been
Guess
dead
it doesn't
for
matter, I
thousands
guess.
of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Well, it's more than I had before.
Thanks, Dia, and you too, Osfon. Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss
Sounds good.
Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that.
Absolutely.
Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival.
Sounds good, Hottie McHot Pants. Can't wait for you to come up on the Wish.
You two must really be something if you've got DEHYA the Flame Mane speaking on your behalf.
The
The
Flame
Corps of
Mane.
30 isn't officially overseen by the Academia, but because we're hired mercs, there's still lots of sensitive intel that I can't reveal to you. In the end, when it comes down to it, the city's safety is both the Corps and Academia's top priority. I've told you all I can about what was stolen from the Academia. As for why you should pretend to be students in Port Ormos, I'll leave that for you to find out yourself.
Fine.
It's been a while since I visited the Citadel of Rexar. I'll catch up with Chief for a bit before I head back myself. He really did a lot for me in the past. Remember, to get to Port Ormos, just follow the river south from Sumeru City's port. Just be sure to take care of yourselves out there. We'll meet again at the Sub-Zeru's festival.
Okay. Bing. Ah, I can do this now. Good. So I have to do both of these, which probably will be pretty quick and easy, I would imagine. In Port Ormos, Sumeru, there is a shop named Akara Crafts. One can hear the many sighs of craftsmen within. Alright, well. Yeah, Port Ormos is way far. But anyway, that's a good stopping point as any. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that dive into some Genshin Impact lore as we begin to explore Sumeru City and meet our new friends and companions that we'll explore this brand new nation with. I'm very excited. This place is super cool. It does have its pain points as far as exploration goes, but for the most part, I like it.
Yeah.
Let's get up somewhere. Can we get up somewhere high? Not like that. But anyway, yeah, it's lovely here. It's lovely. I'm very excited to explore. I can get on that minaret.
Time to go.
Hello, toucan. Look at it. Ooh. It's gorgeous from the Archon's Tower in the heart of the city to the glowing rift valleys over there, the watchtower on the peak, the bridges, roots, not sure, to the valleys down below. There's a door down there. I assume that's for one of those events that I was just looking at. And the port is way down over yonder that way. So anyway, thank you so much for joining. I'm excited to explore this new place along with you. I'm excited to do these story and event quests. And I will be back recording more of this as the week unfolds. So you'll see plenty more of me on YouTube, which is where this will pop up. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And if you like these videos, come hang out with me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Spiegel22. I'm live 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Fridays usually, and I play Genshin sometimes, but lots of story games and stuff for my backlog. So it's a good time. We enjoy ourselves over there. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye.